Holla holla gamers, it's your boy Karnivore. Today, we got a game that's, a little different than usual. From the creators who wish they brought you Darkstalkers, we have Skullgirls. Now you're probably all like, Skullgirls? What is that? That doesn't sound like a hardcore. Why's it got a girl in the name? Well, as many of you who have not been living under a rock may know, there's been a recent video game feminist movement. You know, it's hashtag girl power. The recent strides in the video game feminist movement have resulted in Ladykind finally getting their own fighting game, which is this is the first video game to ever be a fighting game that has just girls in it. That's right, no boys allowed. One thing right off the bat you will notice in this game, the cast is very liberated, as they would say. Now that, all the girls got, this girl's got her butts hanging out wherever she wants. This girl's got, she's got her boobs hanging right up in front like they're gonna pop out, and then this other girl, her boobs are hanging out like they're a butt. Probably all thinking, oh, man, this sounds like a brave new world separated from the penis-dominated patriarchy of the video game industry. But, this game has a lot more going for it, too, On top of being the very first video game to just have Skullgirls in it, it's also a crossover title. You got familiar faces from fighting games, like you got Milia Rage from Guilty Gear. You got the entire cast of Animaniacs as a single character. That's Knights from that one Sega game no one actually ever played. And here's Japan's famous Hatsune Miku, and my personal favorite, Chuck D. Head from the 16-bit classic Decap Attack. The cast is really great, following the footsteps of games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Capcom vs. SNK 2. You got this whole 3 vs. 3 versus system, which is really cool when you can count your entire cast on 2 hands. It's a really fun experience when every single fight you do in arcade mode has the same couple of characters in it. Now, experience I've heard a lot of people having with this game, they've had this strange, uncontrollable urge to mute the sound completely. Now you might be thinking, what, was the music really shitty? The sound effects? Well, the research department and I have put a lot of time and effort in discovering what exactly people are experiencing here. It turns out this is a reflex reaction to the dialogue in the game. Now at this point I bet a lot of you are like, Karnivore, what is dialogue? Well, dialogue is the phenomena or phenomeni in Skullgirls where the characters begin vomiting jokes, memes, puns, various references with no clear intent or goal in mind. You're thinking, well, what is this, some like subliminal message stuff, some new kind of brainwashing method? We've actually discovered there's a certain demographic of this game that thrives, requires a certain amount of jokes per minute, or as we abbreviate, JPM, or they will actually die. I was thinking this is pretty serious. I didn't know there were those living amongst us that had such a terrible condition, I feel really bad that there's certain people who just can't go about their day-to-day lives without a required number of obnoxious and tired jokes. So yeah, I admit, the first few times I played this game, I was a little irritated. And I might have gotten a little pissed off, thrown a tantrum, the 100th time I heard a cat pun. But we at The Best Gamers sympathize with those less fortunate than us. And we applaud the creators of Skullgirls for aiding people with such a terrible terminal illness. We can only hope that such a condition is stomped out for good in the future. Because, these jokes aren't fucking funny. But Karnivore, what did you think of the actual game? The part you play. Well, that's really not important now, is it? I mean, you played one of those Street Fighter games. You pretty much played all of them before, right? Well, I mean, I haven't really played the game. I just saw that everyone was talking about it and just thought it would be a cool thing to jump on. Everyone seems to be pretty excited. It had that flip starter thing going on. What this game's about, it's about the messages. And it's a social commentary on society. And in that regard, I think Skullgirls is one of the most goodly messaged games I've ever played. Oh, excuse me. What is that? What? Huh? Oh, okay. Apparently, I was wrong. You're just supposed to masturbate to this game. Huh.